daytime and I'm outside.
Very good. Look down at your feet. Are you wearing shoes?
I'm wearing like gladiator boots, golden, and I'm standing outside one of the corners of the Great Pyramid and I'm touching the bricks.
Very good.
I
And
have a gladiator suit on.
you have a gladiator suit on? Yes. Give me a little bit more detail about your suit. What does it look like?
I'm wearing like a skirt and
Hmm.
I'm a man.
A man with a skirt.
And it's like leather patches, like leather that overlaps. And I have a knife on one side and then a golden breasted plate with shoulders, like
Mhm. Um,
I don't know how to explain it, like sleeves, but no, no, not sleeves. That's my arm. I'm wearing a golden breasted plate on both front and back,
yes.
and I've got a beautiful big. It's not a helmet. It's like I keep seeing I'm Tutankhamun, Tutankhamun, Tutankhamun.
Very good. So let's see what happens next. You're standing outside the pyramid. What is it that you're doing there?
I'm visualizing the tombs underneath. I'm holding on to the pyramid, yet I can see tombs and tunnels underneath the pyramid. And I'm on my own. When I look around, there's no one there. It's just me, the main pyramid, and it's as if I have this laser eye that looks down and I can see all these different tunnels that connect underneath. And they go deep. They go 6 to 8 stories down. If we were to look at a building that goes up, this goes all the way down.
Mhm.
And these staircases, and I'm just scanning and scanning and scanning.
And
And
what is it that you
there's
know
little,
about these tunnels? Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
there's inscriptions in some of these tunnels,
Hmm.
and there's also some debris of some of the rocks that are broken off. And as I'm scanning and I'm going deeper and deeper with this eye,
Hmm.
interesting, as I look up, I see the Eye of Horus. And as I look down, the Eye of Horus is the one that's helping me scan and see these tunnels underneath.
Very good.
And there's some of them that have steps that go down, yet some of them you have to creep. You'd have to squeeze in and almost slide like a caterpillar.
Yes.
And they're showing me how deep down, and there's tombs. There's certain tombs that in certain of these tunnels. Now I'm seeing a mirror version of. It's interesting the energy that's coming off the pyramid. I keep seeing 3 points. So if you were to see not the way the pyramids are laid as they are at the moment, but it's one big pyramid, and then it's almost as if it moves, and it shows me 3 points at the top, and it's it's in the matrix, and it's pulsating. And now I'm looking down, and it goes all the way. As the pyramid is at the top, it's at the bottom, and then the 3 points at the top is at the 3 points at the bottom, and they're rotating in different ways. So it's a mirror version of the big pyramid, but it's rotating and it's going really, really slowly.
Yes.
It's effortless. And And I look up again, and I look down again, and I look up and I look down, and I look up and I look down. And this pulsation of light that my body is sensing is part of the discovery of the change within the light. And now I'm being shown, if you had to see in a museum, if you had to see a diamond in a beautiful enclosed case,
Yes.
and the diamond is just in the middle, and you kind of wondering how it's balanced there. There's nothing holding it, but it's almost as if there's something that's holding that diamond in the middle.
But
They showed
it's suspended in there, yes.
correct. It's
Mhm.
suspended,
Mhm.
and they're showing me that this is part of this massive, massive, massive energetic force that's in the pyramid.
Ah,
So the suspension, and they're saying that, and it's interesting because I've now had a whole team of Tutankhamons come and join me. It's the many fractals of Tutankhamons. Like if I look to the right, all the same dressed. If I look to the left, all the same dressed. And they're not an army, they're just looking into this visual, and they're surrounding the pyramid energetically. And I'm looking into this visual of this beautiful encrusted light being. And they're saying to me, give the words its Christ formation. Yet Christ is not as we exclaim Christ to be or think Christ to be. This is this new re-energized formation within the crystalline grid. And they're showing me 12 strands of a DNA. Now they're showing me 24 strands of a DNA.
mhm.
And this DNA is spinning so quickly, coming down through the pyramid. And it's so bright, Laura, I can't look at it. And they're showing me the amount of energy that is coming through many of us is the particles of light that is now upgrading and restructuring not only me, yet all of us in the collective. And they take me back to this inside of a chamber. It looks like a bath inside the Great Pyramid.
Mhm.
It's a tomb, but it looks like a bath. Many have climbed in it.
Yes.
And this, again, what I would say, this diamond encrusted, it's incredible. Whew, so much energy, so much energy. And there are so many beings that are now coming and they're pulsating towards the pyramids and they're saying pyramids because the pyramids are so connected, not only the Egyptian pyramids, but all the pyramids around the world are being reconnected in the ley lines, in the grids. And this is part of this massive big structure that is giving this huge amount of energy that is changing, changing, changing. And there's every single deity, every single god, every single goddess. Like I'm seeing even um, the this massive Zeus. I'm seeing Zeus and this massive big being, and then I'm seeing this another massive big being that's over 15 to 20 feet high, and they silver, and they've got these long, long, beautiful metal, pointy face and metal structures that come down. And they're showing me that this is the time of reconnection. This is the time of restructuring. This is the time of the new strands of our change. Our DNA has been dysfunctional for far too long, over 12,800 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now, and they've actually put 112,800. So it even goes, so they've added an extra one. Now they've added an extra another one, 112,800. And they're saying this is how far back this goes, that this new wave of light that is shifting, but it's beforehand, it's like our DNA was going
Mm-hmm.
like this. And now it's collecting and connecting, collecting and connecting. So we're now truly starting to live in our crystalline self. We are now truly starting to connect into connection of source. And it's going to unwaver and ripple through many. Like they're showing me the Old Testament in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting a big cross on the Old Testament, like it's obsolete, it's gone. And we're now looking at the New Testament, and we're looking at the Quran, and we're looking at so many of these books that have had the old teachings. And the old teachings is what has been changing our structures of who we are. And now this light is so bright, and many of us are feeling it in our hands. Many of us are feeling it in this new breath, new breath, new breath, new breath, new oxygen to our lungs. The collaborations, the connections, the living in the present moment. And they're taking me back to this, it looks like a bath, like a deep bath, but it's not. It's a tomb
Yes.
in the king's chamber. And they're saying that whew, our ears will be retuning, hence many of us are noticing this new frequency from these tunes that are coming through. And they're saying many have felt this in this tomb specifically. And I'm just asking him to slow down because my body's so cold. Whew.
See if you can put your blanket over your sweater some. You've got a thick blanket. See if you can go under it.
So much light.
Yeah.
Now they're showing me a horse's head. The son of Troy, Trojans.
Mm-hmm.
So many have been emancipated for far too long. And now we are stepping into yet bringing forth this new strand of the 24th symbol of the harmonic structure of the they're showing me an organ, an organ in a massive big church.
Yes. I
And
bought
they have they have them against the walls. And when you listen, it's like da 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 da, like very dramatic.
Mhm.
And they're saying this is what this new tune and frequency is about. It's going to be dramatic. We have a lot of dramatics that are going to outplay themselves. We have a lot of dramas that are going to become tired, hence me being here with you today, hence me questioning my past situations, my past relationships. This ancestral DNA that I'm letting go of, they have just cut it. And
Yes.
it was like I when you see a trapeze artist and they've got the wires on either side and they twist, they're turning and they're turning and they're turning and they're turning and um the one cord has been cut on the feminine and the one cord has been cut on the masculine, and I've free falled into a big net. And the net has caught me, and the net is very symbolic of all the spiders and all the spider webs in this, what we would call a matrix. And they're asking you to just help me because there's so much energy coming through, Laura. Whew.
Yes.
They said I'm going to speak so quickly, so you've got to help me to slow down.
I will. Okay. And I want you to take a deep breath in, heavy deep breath in your chest, and slowly exhale. Let's slow your body down. Very good. Let's do it 3 times. Take your time and take the next deep breath. Slow exhale. And let's do it a third time. Take your time. Deep and slow. It'll slow your body down. Very good. And now pull your covers up a little bit more over your shoulders so you can stay warm. Very good. And
Thank
now
you.
let's go. You're very welcome. And let's go back now where you were landing on the net, um, the trapeze, and you're landing on the net. And your analogy of the net. Talk about that again.
It is catching those of us that are wanting to let go the old, the old. They're even showing me structurally uh, where I'm touching right now is my root chakra,
Mm-hmm.
uh, energy center of my psoas muscles, and many of us are tuning into, yet letting go of, hence being caught by the net. We are root reframing of this old energy. It's so ancient. It goes way, 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 way before Adam and Eve already. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they pictured us and they gave us a picture of um, Adam being one way and Eve being another, and Eve's supposed to behave in one way and Adam's supposed to behave in another way. And um, they're giving me a picture of Mary Magdalene and how bewitched she was, yet how powerful she was, and she was supposed to behave in a certain way. And they're giving me Elizabeth the something or other. I'm not great with. They're giving me the symbolism. Elizabeth the 12th or 13th, I think it is, that like they're giving me the Roman numeral
Mm-hmm.
um, symbol of how she was beheaded. And this is part of this reclaiming of our DNA, of this new strand that is being gifted to us in this symphony, in this harmonic structure of what has been um, changed. And they're saying that hence many of us are going to feel the wavering, we're going to feel the calling to, and we're going to feel as if we need to reclaim our self. Many are questioning their marriages. Many are questioning whether they are meant to be married. Many are questioning even what is marriage? Why were we told that marriage brings harmony, that it brings so much, and they're tearing up the contract of even what we were told to read in a marriage contract, and that till death do us part. And because it isn't till death do us part. They're saying you and I are very in symphony together because you want to ask the questions of what is the new contract if there was to be one. Well, there is no new contracts anymore. It's a connection. It's a vital connection as strong as our heart beat. So the new way and they're showing me the mathematical equation for oxygen.
Okay.
And they're saying now that they're giving me a big breath, that we will feel in ourselves and our cells and our DNA that this new breath will be so calm, so peaceful, so present. And that's how it will be in our relationships. We will only want calm, peaceful, grace, laughter, harmony.
Yes.
So many of us are changing this new song that they are gifting us. This contract of the old is not how it's meant to be no longer. So hence, many more won't be getting married. Many of these new children coming into earth will be happy with who they are, their names. We were once led to believe that taking on another's name made us feel disempowered as women.
Mm-hmm.
It made them feel empowered.
Yes.
And they claimed us, they owned us.
Mm-hmm.
And this is part of the new. And again, they're showing me the trapeze artists and the cutting of the chords, where they're saying, we are now equal to. There is no more being held against our wills. We've been held captive for far too long. We've held our voices. So hence Tutankhamun came through, as he was very gentle. He wanted peace. He did not want suffering. Hence he came through in himself. And then they're showing me Sekhmet on the other side of the pyramid. And they're showing me Hathor on the other side of the point of the pyramid. And they're showing me Osiris
Mm-hmm.
on the other side. Very balanced energy between all of them. Love, compassion, grace. This is the new Philharmonic Orchestra. This is the new DNA strand that we have been waiting for. This is the new golden era that we are now in. This is the change. We are the change.
Yes. So how will the humans get their DNA upgrade?
Many sacred lands are calling us.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many times we've been there before, this is now different. We are now different. So every time we go to the same place or to a different place, we have what is termed an upgrade.
Yes.
Yet it isn't an upgrade. It is an empower. That is it. We feel more empowered. We let go of what no longer serves us. So our souls are vast. So our souls gently call us to go back in time, for us to be prepared for these callings, these gentle nudges. And the way we prepare ourselves is by diving deep into the root core of what is no longer who we are. Our cellular beings already know. Hence, we are not here to be trapped no longer.
Yes.
And even in what they are terming, where I am right now in our hypnosis session, they're saying they will be quicker, faster, as our versions of old, in terms of our brains are going through upgrades. Our core stem in the base of our necks is where that we are being re-enlightened in our power. So our spines are effectively being retuned in this new symphony of the orchestra. Hence the DNA. Our spines feel it, our nerves feel it, our nerve endings feel it. Yet our cells, they're showing me as if our cells are doing a dance and they're all bypassing each other, yet there are still many who are in their own dramas. And they're saying, notice how they say, yet, our dramas.
Mm-hmm.
Zip, that we zip down and then we zip back up. And then we zip the zip down a little bit less and then we zip it back up again. Get rid of the old dramas, because the old dramas is what we no one longer, they no longer want us to replay the old dramas out. The old dramas are living with the thought processes. And they say, just listen to that vibration. Z. Z is the last alphabet of our English language. We are now restarting at the A once again. And we will reformulate in our thinking, yet over and above all, our vibrational hue is in our hearts, and our hearts are re-instructing us as to how to love more. It is only love that will bring us to the core of these beautiful new structures, which they already know. It is only love that is ready to be felt. Our DNA has been ready for eons. We are now ready as humans. Have they answered your question?
It has. And we, as healers, have known that we're to clear the traumas and the heavy densities. How best do the humans step out of the drama, or by getting the upgrades, will they just dissipate and it's just no longer of use to let go of the densities and the dramas? Will the energy just dissipate that, or does it still have to be intellectually, manually, energetically removed?
So they're showing me a dartboard and the colors red and green, and the dartboard looks like a clock, and then there's the bull's eye in the middle,
Yes.
and this would represent a spider's web.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times have each of us either walked into a spider's webs and it feels sticky, or we see a spider's web and we might take it and crumble it because it's in our house and we feel it's sticky. And they're saying that what this represents in the dartboard is we're now in the bull's eye for those of us as healers, for those of us that have continued to do this change of becoming, not do the work, the change of becoming.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are the red in the dartboard. We might throw the dart on the red. Some of us might throw it on the green, which gives us different points. And they're showing us that this is a reference to how everyone is at a different space in their own lives. Yet as we're letting go of the old stories,
Yeah.
history has never served anybody ever up until now. No one has known, truly known, unless you have been born in the lands. Like I was born in Africa. I know the pulse, I know the beat. People that were born in the land know the pulse, they know the beat. And they're saying, I can't go into a place like America and decide to be American. That's wrong. I'm outside of the target. I'm outside of the structure. I'm outside of the. It's like me. They're showing me a spider and a spider's web and the target once again. But I would then rebuild as a spider. I would be on the outside of the web, and now I'm starting to rebuild on the outside in order to get to the inside of the web. So I'll rebuild on the outside, but then I can step into the web and then I can start to walk on the web, but it might feel a bit sticky. It might feel a bit icky in the beginning, and the web would, if a fly was to fly onto the web, they're saying that, the spider would look. So if I came into your country, into your hometown, I would feel like as if I'm on the outside, and then slowly but surely I would integrate into perhaps your community, getting to know you, getting to know who you are, getting to know your people. And then I rebuild my own community, and they're saying this is what's happening with a big smile on our faces. And they are clapping and applauding us because we're letting go of the old history, the old ancestry, the old DNA by
Hmm.
doing this empowering work. Because
Yeah.
it is empowering. It's listening. We're now listening. You listen to my version of my story, of my old way of being. And you kept saying to me, let's empower you, let's rebuild you, let's power you up.
Yes.
That's the truth of who we are. We're powering each other up as humans. We are a dart, unless you don't throw it hard, it's just going to fall in front of you. It's going to be, and this is what they're saying. This is how we are truly growing our strength. If you look at a dart, it has a point, it has a heaviness in the front, and then it has a lightness to the back, but it knows where it's got to go. So it's becoming more strong in how we know where we're meant to go to. They're saying, does this make sense?
Yes, it's like stepping into the new version of yourself.
Yes.
And in the work that I do, and we're all doing, this multidimensional version of yourself, now that we can go see other parts of who we are and bring all those strengths into with us as well. Is that fairly accurate to say?
Yes.
So, as we go through this, again, this is the connection of the oneness of our hearts to give us strength to move forward with this.
Yes. You've hit the nail, or you've hit the target on the board. It
Hmm.
is in our hearts. And when we show up in our hearts, nothing else exists except pure love.
Yes. Hmm.
The energy of suppression is what we are changing, what
Yes.
we have shifted, what we are currently shifting. Everything is a current, is it not?
Yes.
Everything is a body of water. We are bodies of water, and a current moves. It doesn't become stagnant unless there's a drought. And we are currently energetically in our physical formation, we are what we would term, we are in a drought phase where things are drying up, yet speeding up very, very quickly. So, what are we targeting? What are we taking with our arrows, with our darts? What are we targeting? What are we tuning into? Who are we spending time with? It is important right now. This year is the year of transformation. It is no secret that we have been told this. But as we are targeting, as we are thinking our thoughts, as we are feeling into our hearts, and they're showing me an eye. If we were to look back, if we were to take a picture, if you look at a picture of an eye, Laura, and you've got the iris, you've got the pupil, you've got the sclera, and if we were to take the eye, and
Mhm.
I'm standing back behind the eye, and I look through the eye, everything contracts and expands. So the eye contracts and it expands. And again, they're showing me the Eye of Horus. It contracts and expands. When we are in our contracted space, we feel disempowered.
Mhm.
These are these are the changes that we are bringing. You had dug deep into your knowing. And as we talk and as we exchange and as we contract with one another in our exchange of energy, we are listening. We are totally retuning. So our eye is expanding. Our eyes, our hearts are expansive, but our eyes are expanding more and more and more and more. And they keep taking me back to the time of Hitler. And they're saying that we are even changing this old energy. We are where we are truly, truly, truly stepping in to letting go of these clusters, as everything was a cluster in the culture. Borders are coming down, not in the way that they had hoped or we had hoped, as it is the destruction, the phase of destruction, hence the transformation.
Mhm.
So these destructive periods, the Holy Land is in self-destruct right now, isn't it?
Yes.
And even they're showing me how so many of the temples that have been refound deep, deep, deep into the land. And they're saying when we are in a bird's eye view, and they're showing us when we were flying over in the hot air balloon,
Mhm.
and we were looking down, and we had said to one another energetically, I wonder what they haven't found yet.
Yes.
And now they are finding things, aren't they?
Yes.
There's still a lot of sand that has to be moved. At the sands of time will show so much more. So again, they're showing me the eye and specifically the sclera of the eye. And there's so much that happens behind our eyes in order to see. Yet if we were to take away our eyesight, how much more would we see? How much more would we hear? How much more would we feel? And they're saying that this is so profound, the information that they are sharing right now. As the other day, I was working on a client and I closed my eyes, and my interpretation of what I saw in the body was crystal clear, as crystal as what the clearness of the gravitational pull of what this energetic structure, the pyramid, showed us in the beginning. We
Mhm.
are ready as humans to cry more, to grieve more, to step up more, to be there more for each other as a community. This is our realization of our heartbeat. So our DNA is upgrading whether we like it or not. And as we become more crystal clear with our word, as we become more crystal clear with our knowing. Hence, where we are putting our attention, as the blink of an eye, the change happens. We know this as a truth.
Yes, things are happening much faster.
Correct.
Very good. So, for clarity again, as we are reading ourself of the old dramas and going into this new energy, will we still physically need to release those densities, or will the new energy just transform it for us? Can you give us clarity one more time on that? I know you discussed it.
We can. It is already happening for you, whether you like to believe it or not.
Okay.
Yet, there is a requirement of more emotional letting go to be done, hence the grieving.
Mm-hmm.
Many will be leaving their physical form, going back into their light bodies. And we ask for a continuation of this processing to be done. Everyone processes in their own way. So as she is talking, you hold on to her words. You are processing and helping her and guiding her to process as she is talking.
Yes.
The change is happening in the imprint, in the blueprint, in the formation of the DNA. As she is releasing in her tears, he feels it deeply. Yet the old versions, the old thought processes is what is being changed. This is where the upgrade happens for you humans, as your souls know what is needing to be changed. You all play a part in helping one another. And as she shares, you hear, you interpret, and you bring the change in the molecules, in the atoms. Hence, we gave her all this light in the beginning, as this light is to be shared with those listening. We ask those to listen with the eyes closed, not to be busy, but to listen in the very beginning, as they will feel the energy. She had felt the energy of what we were showing her. Her body felt it. And then you had to calm her down. And this is part of the new change that you are already in, that you're already vibrationally in. It is a new frequency. It is a new harmony. There are many that will not like this new frequency or this vibration. It may feel too intense for them, as they will stay within their old stories. And that is okay. Some may not be able to stay in this new vibration. So they will choose something different for themselves. Yet many, 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 many are now ready. Hence the bullseye. You
Beautiful.
humans are powerful. You are no longer having distractions, as the distractions bring destruction. Hence, many of you are not playing into these old formations of the social medias, as they brought destruction. They did not bring connection. So many now are saying to themselves and to others, I do not know what to believe anymore. I'm not going to play this game no longer. And when you're not playing their game, who do they play to? Because they need an audience, do they not?
Yes, and they begin to lose their control and suppression that they're trying to continue to do to the humans.
Right. And it has only been fear-based.
Hmm.
Now you humans have woken up. You are now empowered.
Yes.
Your batteries are running on 24 decibels and millions 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 and trillions of atoms. So you have woken up. And this is part of what this new mathematical equation, this new philharmonic orchestra, this new tune, this new vibration, this new frequency is all about. Hence, now these ancient lands, the ancestors are now saying they are now ready to discover more.
Yes, to
So do
get
you
more of that ancient knowledge. That's beautiful.
correct? So you see how we showed you as above, so below.
Hmm.
There is more to be shown. Within the next 3 to 6 months, you will be in awe of what is found around the world.
So nice. They've been waiting to reveal it for us till we were ready. So here's my question on I'm very clear that there are people that do not want to stay in this new energy. And what about the people that are staying in their dramas and staying in that vibration? Will this new energy affect them where they will get out of their old stories? Will it just automatically happen for them? Or will they move in a different direction?
Some will move in a different direction, some will stay in the old dramas. This is the duality of life. This
Mhm.
is the duality of who you are as humans. Yet, we ask, as we are showing Michelle right now, butterfly wings. As tender as what butterfly wings are, you want to touch them, yet it is not a good thing to touch them as you may break them. Yet if you see them on a branch in the wind, you see them on the branch and the wind is shuffling them, shaking them. This is what happens for you humans. So those that are tender and they will stay in their drama, yet they are tender. Send them compassion. Send them the frequency of compassion
Mhm.
and love. Do not only see them in their dramas. Some will change, some will not. And as you let go of what you have all decided on some level, they begin to shift too. Perhaps not as quick as what you have or this one has or anyone else has. Yet that is okay. That is the design in which they came with in this lifetime. This is a very big question to answer, as nothing, again, is a bullseye. Some will continue playing and hitting towards the red, wanting to stay in the anger. Some will opt for the green, wanting to be more peaceful and harmonious. A dartboard is a great way of looking at life. What is it you're choosing? Who do you choose to hang out with? Who do you choose to involve yourself with? Who do you choose to connect with? Who do you choose to laugh with? What are you choosing?
So I guess I have a visualization that people that have been on the path of quickening, really concentrating on, you know, raising their frequencies, working on their densities, there was, it felt as though there's a separation because our belief systems are different than the old traditional belief systems. And so, as you say, we're all going to be upgraded. The people that stay in there still will be people that stay in the old belief systems. Will there be the segregation that we have now?
No, they will not. There is a huge amount of change coming for humanity. Continents will split. New land will be formed. And many will stay in what you would term an old paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. That is the choice that they have made in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And many will feel unbalanced in their own emotions and in their own heads. So it is up to them, and their souls know, their God of soul, their source of God, all the same, knows. There will still be separation on your planet, as many will fight for the separation for the next 3 years. And after that, there will be many handshakes. There will be many hugs, many togethers, together in community. Many of you are already rebuilding community. Yet there are many structures within the egoic mind. Think of it as building a huge land or a huge structure out of Lego, and there are thousands or millions of pieces that go into one structure.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time to clip the pieces in, and it takes time to look at the book and look to see where that new piece has to go, and then look at the book and look to see where the new piece goes.
Yes.
But once this is rebuilt, and we are again giving you millions and millions of pieces for the Lego, some of them are tiny, some of them are big blocks. But when it's rebuilt, it is solid, it is firm. You are able to pick it up from the bottom and move. So what we are saying to you is this new paradigm, this new world, this new evolutionary flip that you are all within, this new golden era is solid. There will be a few that will want to still push, yet they are the minority, and you as humans become the majority. Whereas now, the majority is about the rulers, the
Yes.
majority is about the controls, the majority is about the war, the majority is about the control.
Yes.
And it is about the parents and 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 the grandparents and the grandparents and the grandparents and the grandparents. These are the old belief system, the old structures that
Mm-hmm.
need to change. We give you the example of Israel. These children are forced to go to the army. They are forced to go to war. And these are ancient structures. These are ancient thoughts systems. These are all ancient belief systems. But once these children, and they are children that are sent to be trained, once they are in the war, they are decentralized. They are dehumanized. They are
Mm-hmm.
led that this is right for them. This is what is right for the country. This is part of the change, Laura. And part of the change is due to the facts that only when a parent loses a child, a loved one, does that parent that has sent their child to the army, does that parent then realize in their grief how wrong it was? Are we making sense?
Yes. So it will take time. It will take generations. It will take the new teaching the old to get out of their old ways. It will take us to quit teaching them the old traditions.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. And that is exactly it. Traditions
And
are,
also, it's my understanding as these old systems began to fail, as we're seeing in the United States, these systems that were built on greed, these systems that were built on control with deception, they cannot sustain in this new energy. So when we rebuild, will we be able, with our abilities, to reach higher level knowledge and build more um, more structure that is for the people, that is more transparent, that is that what the idea is as these old structures fall and the new ones that will be built will be more from the heart versus the control?
yes. And this is part of what humans are playing out right now. What is head and what is heart?
Mm-hmm.
Yet you've seen and noticed and observed how you are well aware of, and do you not find it interesting how the non-verbal children who have been teaching so much, yet many will still bring them down, many will still look at them that they are not normal, yet they are consciously woken up. They are awake. And yet here they are, they do not have their voices, they only have their minds and their thoughts to connect. Yet their hearts connect, as connected as the Star of David, as connected as the different constellations are connected, as connected as the star bursts, as connected as what a shooting star is, as connected as what the extraterrestrials are, as connected as what the galactics are, as connected as what the councils are, as connected as what the universal formations are. These are what the children know. They only know vibration, they only know vitality, they only know that the foods that are not filled with nutrients, the foods that are not dense, the foods that are not gifted to them, that come from the earth in the way that they are meant to come from, the way they are meant to grow. It is vibration meets vibration. So you are well aware that if your vibration does not match another vibration, there is a sensation that is there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You feel it, do you not?
Yes, you absolutely know.
And
Actually,
these
it's a
children,
pulling away. It's yes. You're not drawn
correct,
to it, you're drawn away from it.
correct, and children feel, they only feel. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
They only feel. They only know the truth of feeling, of vibration, of frequency. Think of a baby. It knows exactly when it's hungry, yet it will pick up on the mother's emotions. So these non-verbal light stars, light beings know that they only choose love, know that they only choose humans who know love.
Yes. These babies that we label autistic, they're very powerful. We just don't see their power. Yes.
Very,
Mm-hmm.
they are so gifted, beyond genius, so connected, and they all have a unique blueprint. They all have a unique strand of golden light. They all have a unique design.
So with this new energy that we'll be in, it it has been for those that we're trying, those that are awakening, it always feels um, like the turmoil between the logical mind and the loving heart. And it feels like all of our programming has made the humans very heavy in the logical mind, where our belief systems are, where our programming is. And then when you move down to the heart and you move around and you feel with your heart, that is where your power is. So, in this new energy, what will become of our logical minds with the programming? Would that just dissipate because we're moving around in our heart? Will it, I get a mental image of, will it become smaller, your logical mind? Because so much of our training and our suppression comes from the beliefs that we have put in our logical mind. So I guess my question is, what will that look like in the high vibrational human?
There'll be connection before 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 connection. And what we mean by this is you will think of the person instantaneously, and that energy will be there right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You are calling it telepathic connection, yet it is a connection. It is instantaneous. It is now. It is
Yes.
everything that Eckhart Tolle had brought to the forefront over 25 years ago, yet people weren't ready to hear, people weren't ready to see. It is what the extraterrestrials have shown to you humans.
Mm-hmm.
And they were taken out by the governments because it was not serving the governments for people to know this information. You talk about knowledge is power. Well, knowledge is within you, power is within you.
Mm-hmm.
You are lying at night and your beds are perhaps holding you, or for those that are not in their own homes and on the street, yet they are still beating. They're still beating within the heart space of who they are. They come together, homeless come together, people come together all the time. And in this new connection, it is exactly that. There is no time. Have you not said to yourself so often, time is speeding up, time is speeding up, time is speeding up?
Mm-hmm.
And it
Yes.
is. You are now realizing what the ancients have said for a very long time, that there is no time. You humans have made time. You humans have decided to now dissolve time as it does not serve you no longer. It is interesting, as this one said to her husband yesterday, why do we have to have the clocks turned back? It goes against our biological rhythms. Why? Why do these governments make a decision that is not good for our bodies, not good for our electric formation of who we are? The birds become quieter in the dark. Everything settles down. Nature knows. Nature does not have to be told this is what you have to do. It has a knowing, it has a power. But you guys, you people, you as human beings have decided that we will just give away our power and 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 give away our power. Oh, hang on, there's more. Let's give away some more because, hey, they know what to do with our taxes. They know what to do with our hard-earned money. They know what to do for us. And yet, in these communities that are being formed by many of you come together, you grow food together. You have a harmony that is coherent. You look at one another and you say, okay, you were good at this and you were good at this. Has Michelle ever said to you, well, Laura, I want to do hypnosis regression work because, hmm,
No, we stay in our lane. We each have our skill.
correct. You
Mhm.
see how we went quiet? Because it is exactly as you said. You stay in your lane. You are green, she is red. You are red, she is green. You know what you are
Mhm.
within who you are.
Yes.
That does not mean that you are not a channel, a divine channel. That does not mean that she is not a regression therapist, as you are all parts. You are all multidimensional. And this is what we are saying to you.
Hmm.
As you go through these, what you might call or term step ladders, you are now climbing the ladder.
Yes.
this one has many times had to fight against the norm, as many did not believe that she is who she is, herself included. She kept saying, well, I can do it all. Why not? And yet those that are around her have told her, well, you have to focus. You cannot do it all. And she's saying, but this does not make sense to me because I can do this and I can be this and I can say this. And spirit is spirit. We are spirit coming through her right now. We are different spiritual beings. We are different beings of light. We always have being. And this is what we're saying to you. There will be no more time. There will be no more platforms that hold the control to connection. How incredibly exciting.
It's very, very beautiful. As Michelle was at the pyramid with all of that energy coming through, did she absorb a lot of that energy in her body at this point?
Yes.
Yes. And what will that energy do for her in her channeling with her abilities?
This has given her the strength and courage, as if she didn't have enough courage already or resilience, to own her power, to be in her command of self, of source, as source is only a blink away. This will give her more understanding of true divine love, of being in love, not only with herself, yet with her partner that she has chosen in this lifetime. And this is the truth of who she is. She sees those in their darkness and she uplifts them into the light. The darkness is not what the belief of the darkness is about. It is only in the grieving of what humans have seen themselves in, yet she sees the light. She is able to activate them. And this is part of what she's been gifted today. Hence, even going to be on the land again, being close to the pyramids, being with the beloved Jill, yourself included, Laura.
I know, I
Being with,
just realized that I will be going on this trip. Yes.
well, feeling the calling very deeply, are you not?
Ask that again, I'm sorry.
You are feeling the calling very deeply.
Yes, I didn't yesterday, but I'm very much today. I said, oh, yes, I need to go back. I am going back 3 years
Love.
ago. What is that about? But that is
Well,
such a magical place.
369, universal light,
Mhm.
universal numbers. So
Yes.
the Tesla numbers, the Tesla calling has called you back. So yes, we honor you in your courage for going backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards, and now you are now moving forwards.
I love it. So let me
Yes,
ask you, when Michelle saw the light, the power structure of the pyramids, is that going to be actual? Is that going to be in our current time? Is that what's happening? Will these be, are they activated again, this new energy grid?
correct. There's always a different activation each time, and everything as you know it, as you have felt the calling, is different. Think of it as this crystalline grid, this, as you called it, and she was describing it, the diamond that is suspended. You are now all diamonds. Hence, you are feeling the calling. And this activation of light is something that is indescribable. Yet, as we have described it as best as we can today, and we are showing her right now, think of it as a beautiful bottle of perfume that is clear. There is no perfume in the bottle, yet the lid is a diamond and the bottle is thick. And
Mhm.
now, what sense or scent are you putting into the bottle? How are you choosing to smell every day? How are you choosing to be in the light every day? How are you choosing to feel activated? How are you choosing to feel light in your new body of light?
Mhm.
Many are feeling the calling, hence they are going back. Yet it is not back. They are moving forward. It is a great time. It is a great place. And our beloved Syed, he has such wisdom to impart. And he wants to impart this wisdom to so many human beings from his own heart to yours.
That's going to be beautiful.
It already is, Laura. It already is.
And do you have any other guidance you would like to impart with Michelle with as it relates to Egypt and the trip to Egypt?
No, we have gifted you all. We have gifted her with what is up and coming, and we sense that we are complete today. And we would highly recommend that closer to the time that you have both Michelle and Jill in a session together, as
Mhm.
the Alba has done once before. And there will be more information that will come to the light, and this will be something that will be shared with the group when the group is together. So we would ask this of you, Laura, if this is okay for you to bring them together at a closer time in human times and terms.
Absolutely. It would be my honor and my pleasure to do that.
Thank you.
Very good.
We are
Thank you. You're complete. Yes. Thank you for your guidance today.
want to acknowledge you. We want to acknowledge you.
Mhm.
No more self-doubt, Laura. No more self-doubt, Laura. No more self-doubt. Kadira kada kadiri kadogorogiriya. Surokoto sarakadira kadiri kadogorogiriya kadikidogoriya kadikidogoriya kadikidogoriya. Sarakadira rodira kadira kadikida kadikida rodiriya. Sarakadira rodiriya 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 kadira. We are Lemurians speaking to you right now.
Mhm.
And as we speak to you, we speak to you, we speak to you, we speak to you. Your golden light is shining bright. Your golden light is shining bright. No more playing small for you too, Laura. We see you. We are connecting you into your source of self. You will feel the tingling around your belly button. Think of it as a huge power surge that we are bringing to you right now. You two will be working together. We will be working with you. Please make sure your next retreat is up and coming and alive. This will be happening in the early hours of next year, January, February. It is important that you, Jill, and Michelle come together. You have a lot of knowledge to share. Have we been clear, Laura? Have we been clear? Have we been clear?
Yes, and thank you for that.
And here our vibration is very different to what it once was. And we say to you now that as you are no longer terminally, think of a terminal, you are not stopping at any terminal. You have a strong train and you are underground, and your train, your subway train, is moving rapidly. You and Michelle have work to do. You and Michelle have work to do. You and Michelle have work to do. You are well aware of this.
Beautiful. And I'm honored to do it. And I am appreciative of the doors you are opening and the path you're laying before me. So um, it is my intention to follow my path. So thank you for the upgrade.
Thank you. Suy nghĩ là vô sẽ cái rồi cái gì tùy cái điều đó
Kia ka koa ti dai ni ka dai ti trôi ka ti dai. Mina na kaya. Mhm.
We thank you.
Yes, very good. And now, there you go, my friend. How about that? Totally clear. Bam.
Let that go.
I know. I love them to do it. I love them to do it. It's like, listen, I don't want to do all that tedious work. Just you'll handle that. And they do. It's so beautiful. It's like, we got this. Now, listen, no, you don't have to go through that whole process. We got this and this and this. And I'm like, yes, thank you for that. It's been so interesting to watch the not upgrades anymore. It's empowerment, empower you. That was the word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Amen.
friend, this is so exciting. Isn't this exciting?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, woof, that was a lot of energy. Gosh, Law, if you could see what I saw in the pyramid, oh my gosh.
I mean,
Holy, it was incredible. Wow. Man alive. And I could see, do you know, I did a channeling and I still haven't put it out there, but I did a channeling last week or the week before. And they said something like, in 3 to 6 months, there'll be more structures that'll be shown because the equipment that has been gifted to humans is going to be going deeper and down and stronger. And was it, yeah, God, I'm just
wait, say,
so.
go on, keep talking about it while you have it in your mind.
Do you remember when we were above I remember, I don't know if I said it out loud or if I thought it, but I remember when we were in the hot air balloons and I remember looking down thinking, there's so much more that needs to be discovered, man. Like there
Talked
is,
about it. We had that conversation because you could see the tips of buildings and stuff, and you're like, there's no way. We were all saying, there's no way that that's just isolated by itself. Look over here, just the mountains of sand on top of it, for them to get that out is going to be interesting.
oh, and I, yeah, I'm so excited. Like I can feel it. I can just feel yeah, I'm just so excited, really, for so much.
And with the pyramid too, my first thought was, oh, this is great. We're going to have this amazing structure and somebody's going to take it over and try to monopolize it and try to monetize it and keep it from the people. And they're like, we trust that no, they're not going to do this time. It's not going to happen. So that's the beauty of it. And the other question, I mean, you're in another dimension looking at that energetic field. And I wonder if when they see all the parts, if they're going to really get the visual like you did, because you're seeing it from another dimension. I mean, I think that's one of the ways that they keep things safe is keep it in a little altered dimension that not everybody can see it because they said it's running, it's going. But I don't know if the people, when they find all the structures, are going to still put it together like you did. That'll be interesting to know.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow.
I don't know either. I just had that thought going, they may see the parts, but they may not see the whole thing happening. I don't
Yeah.
know.